Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of my F1 2019 career mode here today, and we are here for the legendary and classic Monaco Grand Prix, the jewel in the crown of the F1 calendar. And overall, I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be one of the best weekends of the year. I always enjoy Monaco, and it's the ultimate qualifying circuit. If you guys missed the last episode at Spain, you can go watch it by clicking the link in the top right hand corner of your screen, guys, to see what happened in that episode before we jump into any major spoilers. But this weekend we have no chance of rain. We also have a major chassis upgrade on the car for the brakes as well, which is going to help us out, and I believe we've got another one on the way for the next race as well, or for the next couple of races. So we're gradually bringing in developments to the car, and we're slowly improving. Currently we're in second place as we close the gap to Racing Point ever so slightly, but Red Bull are the ones worth mentioning here as they really close the gap to the top three, and that top four closer than ever, and it's looking really competitive going into this race weekend. And moving into practice, overall I've got to say the car was fantastic. I always enjoy Monaco. Having said that, it wasn't as good as it could have been. I lacked a little bit of confidence in certain areas, but still the car was pretty strong, and the balance was consistent, and I could get some pretty good lap times out of the car. We managed to hit all of our practice program goals and scoring, I believe, a maximum 100% of the points. So I believe that was 355, I think it was, this weekend. So overall, a decent weekend. Very happy with it. And like I said, the car was working really well. So we do have that confidence going into qualifying, which is absolutely critical around here, because if you don't have confidence in your car, in your setup, then it's going to be a pretty tricky session for you, because Monaco is extremely unforgiving, and it's all about getting that perfect lap, and you need to be in the zone. You need to be really that real finesse is necessary around here, and every single thousandth of a second is crucial, because it's such a short lap that the difference in lap time is so small between most of the teams and cars. So we've got to be on top of our game here, and I think it's going to be an exciting session. So let's get to business, let's get down to things here, and let's see what this session has in store for us, and fingers crossed we could try and have a decent performance, because our qualifying this season has not been that great, and that's something we need to improve moving into the rest of the season. But I'm not majorly confident about it, but hopefully we can do a bit better regardless as we move into qualifying. Then we're going to go for our first of 3 runs in this session, and my first run wasn't great, and you'll see in a moment why. It was actually a pretty okay first sector, but then I accidentally downshifted one gear too many. My finger slipped twice, and I went down to first gear, which made me lose the back end and hit the wall, and we lost our right front end plate. So that's going to put an end to our first run here in qualifying. But then on my second attempt we went out, and this was a better attempt, and we actually got a pretty decent benchmark to see where the pace of the car was. And sector 1 was actually pretty good, only 2/10 off. It was a really good first sector. My second sector let me down a little bit. That wasn't so good. There are a couple of messy corners here and there, and we're half a second down, which wasn't great. We had a big moment at the Nouvelle Chicane, and I know the final sector was kind of my strongest sector, so as long as I'm within reaching distance through the first 2 sectors, I know I can pull something out the bag in sector 3, because I tend to be a lot quicker than the AR. But you can see here, running up to the line, we are going to cross the finish and go about 2 to 3 tenths off of Magnussen, setting a purple final sector, and we only go 6th at the time, even though we're 3 tenths off, so that goes to show how close the grid is. But now we're going to run on board for my best and full lap here at Monaco. So straight away at the final corner, using overtake on the pit straight, down towards turn 1, using 4th gear, possibly 3rd if you need it, to really get the front end turned in. Important to get good traction and good power out of here as we make our way up the hill towards turn number 4, which is Massenet. You want to try coming for a late apex and really try and get as close as possible to the inside wall through Massenet and Casino. Now down the hill towards Mirabeau. Important to not lock up too much here. We get away with a big lock up, to be fair, and we don't hit the barrier. Now down towards the Lowe's hairpin, getting a really nice wide entry and swing the car over, and we get a fantastic line and find a 1/10 of a second as we now go through these next couple right-handers through Portier and now into the tunnel, and we're nearly 2/10 up here, so it's a very strong lap so far. As we go into the Nouvelle Chicane, we're going to try and brake as late as possible. 3rd gear, throw it in, then go down to 2nd. Try and be tidy on your traction, and we get a really strong exit there, finding a bit more lap time, and we're 4 tenths up, going through to back, throwing the car in. Could have carried a bit more speed through there, I think, but a purple middle sector and 2 tenths off from Magnussen. It's looking pretty good here as we go through the swimming pool section. Now into Raskas, throwing the car in, bit of a lock-up, but we just about get away with it, and 1 more corner to go here. Try and focus again on your exit and try and get that traction down. We missed the apex by quite a bit, but we are still going to cross the line, and we are going to take first place for now with a 106.7 by just a fraction over Magnussen, by the smallest was the margins, but in the end Leclerc was the one to improve, and he set a quicker lap later on in the session, setting a 106.4, and I think I could have maybe achieved that on an absolutely perfect lap, but it would have needed to be no mistakes. And my sector 3 wasn't that good. We kind of threw a bit of lap time away, I think, in sector 3, but still a front row start at Monaco is fantastic, and we've got a chance if we can get Leclerc off the grid, and also Sainz up in 4th place. It's very, very promising for us, and looks like it's going to be McLaren versus Williams in the race tomorrow. But that is it for qualifying here at Monaco, and a decent session for us in both McLarens. But we're now going to move into the race for the Monaco Grand Prix.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Martinez. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Martinez completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Magnussen, Sainz, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris, Gasly, and George Russell, Hülkenberg, Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, and Kvyat, Stroll, Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, and Roman Grosjean. Giovinazzi and Kimi Räikkönen finishes off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, here we are then on the grid for the Monaco Grand Prix, starting from 2nd place on the front row alongside Charles Leclerc, the home favourite. And pretty much the task is simple. I think my best chance to win this race is to get Leclerc off the start. I think strategy could be possible, but I don't trust my tyres. I think we're going to struggle with overheating around here like we did in the last race. So realistically, I've got to be honest, I need to get him off the line, so our start has to be perfect. If not, then I'm hoping my tyres don't overheat and we can maybe try and play around with the strategy and try and get him. But other than that, we're just going to try our best, and if I can win this race, I'll be so happy, because it'd be a massive turnaround and 2 wins on the spin for us. But either way, in terms of strategy, it's very straightforward. No rain expected. We're going to start on the softs, which of course we qualified on, and then go on to the mediums. A very straightforward one-stop strategy. Fuel-wise, I'm actually running the equal amount of 39 laps, so no more and no less. So we're a little bit lighter at the start so we can attack Leclerc off the line. But yeah, guys, other than that, there's nothing more to say. It's all about the start, and then it's a very long race. So let's jump into it, and let's see if we can try and win the legendary Monaco Grand Prix. Right then, here we go. Start absolutely critical as the 5 red lights come on. Lights out, and away we go. Gonna get across the cover off Magnussen, but Leclerc does get a good start. Magnussen looking around the outside of turn 1, but there's no way through there. So there we go then. We missed our chance, unfortunately, to get past Leclerc. So we've now got 39 laps to come up with a solution to try and pass him on track or in the pit stops or some kind of strategy. So let's see how this race gets underway. But Leclerc already getting the hammer down and not messing about. We've got to try and keep up with him, of course. But like I said, my main concern here is tyre temperatures. I really don't feel confident about the tyre temperatures. We have struggled here in the past, every single race. So I'm expecting this to be no different, especially after the last race in Spain, where we had so many issues the entire race. It's going to be one of them ones again where we could be in trouble. I'm hoping the slightly lighter fuel load might help me out, but I'm not really holding my breath, to be honest. The dry weather isn't the same as the wet conditions, so Leclerc really going for it here, and a really strong start, but I'm going to get my head down now and try and hang on to him because he's really going for this. So I'm back with you guys once we have an update or something happens. Good pace from us.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
We're actually keeping up with Leclerc just about, and we're pulling away from Magnussen. Surprisingly, The tyres are hanging in there at the minute. I'm driving very smoothly and I'm trying not to lock up. That's the key factor here. Lock-ups kill your tyres around here on this game, so just try not to lock up. And so far it's working out okay for us. Car's working well. I've got to say, we're really doing well here. Tyre temperatures are hanging in there. Tyres are not overheating just yet. I'm trying not to lock up and I'm doing a good job of it. And we're now on the back of Leclerc here, putting some pressure on actually. I don't think I've got the straight line speed, unfortunately, to get past on the straight, which is going to be annoying. Well, that was actually better than I thought compared to what we've seen in the Williams in the past. So maybe if I get a really good exit out the final corner, I might have a chance. So yeah, we're looking good here. And I think we're in prime position for an undercut. But I think the overcut is the better strategy around here because of traffic. I feel like if you come out in traffic, the AI struggle to overtake cars as easy as maybe you and I would do, the player. So we're going to just weigh this up. Be patient. No need to rush into things. We've got the pace on Leclerc, which is good to see. So let's just wait for the opportunity and we'll try and time this correctly and make it work. Nice and close again here. If I can just get a clean run. Not quite, not good enough. I've got some fuel on side now though.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that.
Okay, we'll go for that. Why not? I mean, it's not going to happen probably. We'll change our strategy accordingly, but I've got a bit of fuel on side now to use rich mix, so again, that's another option I have. The problem is, because the straight is so short on the pit straight now, with these cars being so fast, I don't have enough time to get everything turned up to full power and also focus on getting a good exit at the same time and trying to stay close. It's really complex. Ooh, a bit hot there on the brakes. That was close. Almost went into the wall. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to get frustrated because that's the last thing you want to do around here, because then you start making mistakes. But I am getting a little bit irritated that I can't really challenge him on the straight, really. It's kind of a shame. Come on. I just can't get the exit. Leclerc's too good every single time. Even if I run full power, it's just not enough. I ain't got enough juice. I need more power. Having said that, we are edging towards pit stop territory now, so we'll see how this pans out. I need to try and look at the map and see what the gaps are on track to make an idea of what to do. Okay, so having looked at the mini-map, I think the undercut is going to be the better option. You can see there's the Alfa Romeo, and then there's a bit of a gap to the Haas cars.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
We're scheduled to pit lap 14, so do I gamble on an undercut, hoping I do come out in clean air, or is it just too much of a risk? Because if I come out in traffic, it's going to ruin my entire race. I don't know what to do. It's really, really risky, but the undercut would win me the race. But I don't know if we've got enough of a gap to that Haas car that you just saw on the mini-map. Okay, Leclerc pits, there you go. So he answers my question for me. Right, we need a strong lap here. We're going to push hard, give it everything. Tyres are struggling, but we're going to push.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Let's see if this is enough. Right, we're going to box in. I'll push hard on this lap. No idea where Leclerc is, but we're going to push this pit entry as much as we can. There we go. Right. Let's see if we've done enough. Hopefully we have. This is going to be really, really interesting. Sainz pits in as well. That's not good.
Carlos is in the pits. Go now.
Right, away we go. 2 second stop. That's pretty good. That's better than what we have had recently. This is going to be close. I think it's going to be really close, but no, there comes Leclerc already. Wow, he's gained a lot on the undercut.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh, that was a bit of a hot one there, but we just got it under control. Wow, Leclerc really gained there. The undercut was definitely the move. He came out in clean air and made it work. That's a shame. Oh well, we tried. We're going to have to pass him on track if we want to win this race. Still so many laps to go. Right, so we're back up to P2. Completely missed it, but I think everyone pit in, so now it's all about trying to hunt down Leclerc and get back past him again. But the gloves are off. We're going to have to take more risks because there's no more pit stops planned, at least, so we're going to have to maybe roll the dice a bit. There is a possibility of overtaking, I think, into Raskas and then getting on the inside into the final corner. That's a strong option for me. It's worked a lot in the past, so we are going to try and do that. Fastest lap of the race. That's in standard engine mode. I wasn't even like running more engine power there. So I think we're on course to at least pick up the extra point. But can we get past Charles Leclerc? I'm pushing a little bit more now and turn the engine up a little bit into the 108s. This will also solidify the point as we pick up a track extension there, cutting turn 1 a little bit too much. The extra grip of the tyres kind of caught me out there. Right, another purple lap coming up. That should do it. That should give us the extra point, guaranteed now, so we can just focus on getting past Leclerc, who I'm slowly starting to bring in a little bit. Gotta be patient though, there's not much pace difference between us. Oh, Nico Hulkenberg out in the Renault. Another retirement for those guys, but it seems like no VSC from that. Or safety car, of course, so we'll stay out.
Yellow flag.
Magnussen now back up to 3rd place. He's 16 seconds behind us. Almost a pit stop gap. If there was a VSC, I'd probably take it and pit for the soft tyre and try something different. We're back within a second of Leclerc now, but still no DRS. We'll probably get on the next lap. Let's try and get past this guy. I want to win this race so badly. There we go, now we've got DRS. We can close the gap even more now and really start to get within range of him. We're almost there, come on. Okay, we're more within range now of the Williams driver. So make something happen. What I want to do is just get the run through here and send one up the inside to the final corner, but I'm not close enough yet. But it will get there eventually. We're building up that confidence at the minute. The tyres are starting to go as well. They definitely don't feel so fresh anymore. I've had to push quite hard to get back within 1 second. I've pushed really hard on this lap to get myself really close. As close as I can be through this section. This might be my chance. Oh, I'm really close, but not close enough. I was going to go down the inside of the final corner. Come on, grid exit. Can we have a look? Come on, McLaren. He's gone defensive. He's on the back foot. Come on, here we go. Up the hill. Keep the pressure on. Leclerc's just going to close the door on me there. I'm going to look around the outside, but there's no way through. That was my first attempt, proper attempt. I tried so hard. Let's keep the pressure on him. We've got him under some big pressure now. We're really close as we go through here. Focus. Don't want to talk too much so I can stay concentrated. Oh, I messed that up completely. Oh, I messed that up completely. Damn it, that was the one. I was so close. We keep going, we're going to keep trying. This is when the frustration is going to start kicking in now. Okay, we're going to try again. We're close through here. Just got to make sure my Rascas is perfect. That's better. Had a look, but Leclerc was never going to let me through that. He was always going to close the door on me. Damn it, come on, we can do this. I'm close. Okay, we're hitting a bit of traffic now, so I'm going to try and save some fuel in ERS for a possible overtake. Traffic could make things interesting. We've got to be right on the back of Leclerc here for when things happen. But this could be interesting. This might be my opportunity. Oh my god, I'm so close. But it feels like Leclerc's turned his engine up at the wrong time for us. Right, blue flags are waving. Let's see how this one pans out. I'm going to save some fuel in ERS. But look at this, Leclerc's now getting held up quite badly. We've got to be ready to pounce. I think he's going to let him through here on the exit of 48. Yes, he does. He's going to let me through as well. There we go. Thank you very much. Right, so far so good for Leclerc. Ooh, that's a bit hot on the brakes there, but we just about got it slowed down. I think he's going to have DRS. No, he doesn't, but we don't really get a good exit. Right, now we've got Haas and a Ferrari. Let's see what they're like in terms of blue flags. Really struggling for grip now on the rears, I can't lie. We're running out of opportunities to make this move and also running out of laps as well. I've only just realised we're on lap 32 already. The race has just flown by. Looks like the Ferrari's going to get out of the way and I'm going to get held up here. Bit of lag there, but the Ferrari's going to hold me up now. This is not good. Hopefully it gets out of the way on the exit of 48. Same as last lap for the Mercedes. There we go. Whereas the Haas is actually going to hold up the Williams a little bit through the tunnel. There you get through just about. Need to make a move now. Don't know why I'm lagging so much all of a sudden. But luckily the Haas gets out of the way. Right, let's push. I'm on the limit here. We're looking good though. That was a good Raskas. Come on. If I can just get some traction down, put him in deep water into turn 1. Come on, McLaren. Not quite enough. We've got to keep trying. Come on. We're running out of laps now. It's the all or nothing approach. We're close again here. Not the best final corner. Come on. That's good. That's good. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's got his engine turned up. No, why now? Of all the times. Damn it, man. Oh, we're close. I've got the engine in hot lap mode. I don't know how people make the move into Raskas, so I can't seem to ever be able to do it. Come on, we're really close this time. Come on. Oh, just didn't get the momentum on the exit. I'm going to have to really go for broke here in a minute. I'm going to try something really desperate. Come on. Oh, I'm just not close enough, man. It's not going to happen onto the last lap. Leclerc's got it. We're going to keep trying this lap, last lap of the race. But I've got no fuel in the RS to really work with here, unfortunately. One last roll of the dice here. All or nothing. We've got to get close. No, just struggling for rear tyre grip. Can't get it slowed down either. Leclerc will win in Monaco. Tyres let me down at the end. Damn it, man. Damn it, the whole race.
Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a good finish. Well done.
What do you think it was, Ants, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Williams have put in an incredible performance out on the track today. I'm glad all the hard work of theirs has finally paid off.
Right, so looking at the final race results here today, Charles Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix ahead of ourselves in second place. We do pick up the extra point for the fastest lap, but today was a massive opportunity missed to really gain some points in the championship. Magnussen third for Williams ahead of Perez, Verstappen and Hamilton. Sainz only P7, a disappointing race for the second McLaren, and overall a disappointing day really for both of us, as we really didn't make any progress in the race. Gasly 8th, Albon 9th, Kvyat running out the top 10 for Toro Rosso, and then we've got Russell missing out on the points along with Norris, Ricciardo, Vettel, Stroll, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Giovinazzi and Bottas, with Nico Hülkenberg the only retirement of the Grand Prix here today. In terms of what that race means for the driver standings, you can see Leclerc leads by 44 points over us. We've now got an 11-point buffer over Sergio Perez in third, and the Sainz drops to 7th place while Magnussen overtakes Hamilton there for P5. And yeah, in terms of the Constructors' Championship, or before that anyway, you can see that we're looking pretty comfortable in second place. But now, in terms of the Constructors, you can see that we have not really made any progress. We're still in third. We're 2 points behind Racing Point and 57 points to Williams. It's a massive gap, and it's looking pretty tricky, to be honest. Leclerc and Williams together looking like a mighty unit. But guys, that is going to be it for this video here today, and we're now going to move into the laptop because we have to put on some upgrades, and I think it's going to be more specifically a chassis one. So let's jump to the laptop and let's put those upgrades onto the car right now.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. Do you think that your close rivalry has helped you out this season? Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash? Appreciate your time.
Okay, so here we are then on the laptop, and you can see on screen we do have a major aerodynamic upgrade. I think actually it's ultimate one now I think about it. Yeah, an ultimate upgrade for the drag reduction in Austria. That's already pending, so we're going to add to that here today. And the first thing we're going to buy is a minor one for the brakes once again. That will arrive for the next race in Canada, and we have 1,500 points to spend, and we're going to look at the options we have. So that one's a bit too expensive, but we could potentially afford this major one for the aero, and we can just afford it. It is only for DRS, but still, it all counts. So we're going to get that in the car as well. Or no, apparently not. So, right, fair enough. So in our contract, we're not allowed to. I did mess up the last contract negotiation, so there's not much we can do there. So I'm going to say, right, and instead, then we're just going to save the points, and we'll spend them in the next episode. But guys, if you enjoy this episode of Career Mode, then please do drop a like, and also get subscribed if you are new for daily Formula 1 content, and also turn on notifications to not miss any videos from me, guys, in the near future. And also finally check out these two videos on your screen if you have missed them. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you up in the next episode very soon. But until then, this is goodbye from me.